and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Love. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The tackle.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They go play action with Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Second and 12.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wentz. This is caught by Jackson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 37. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Wentz's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's McKissick. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll run with McKissick. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Washington.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run on first down. Love. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
A carry now for McKissick. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Check, 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 check. 57 the mic, 57 the mic. Check, check,
From the 44, Haskins, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
57, Mike 57. All day, all day.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Caught by Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down for Deshaun Jackson. That's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check your hot read. Check. Lucky.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
The tackle by
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And now here's a carry heading left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Try the toss play to Love. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with third and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Haskins to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Check 13. Check 13. Check hot route.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Turn left. 3 down. Mike 42. All day, every day, any day. Under 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. You got nothing left. You got nothing. 50 seconds. Check 49. Check 49. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Here we go, D.
5 yards yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now it's Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Today's finals, Washington 9, Eagles 6.